Hello there. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at. This will be the third attempt at this stream today. I've had nothing but technical issues for whatever reason. But I think we've got it down now. Um, all sorts of weird things going on. I have no idea what's the situation. The first thing today when I started up the PC, I noticed that the gamma seemed to be off without me adjusting anything. That was unusual. And then when I got into the game, I noticed very quickly that the controller was not functioning properly with Final Fantasy XI. I don't know what caused that problem, but after several attempts, I think I finally fixed that, so we should be good to go. So hopping into the game anyways, what we're doing today is we're going to fight the Shadow Lord. We actually did this the last time I streamed. It wasn't intentional. I was just sort of prepping for the Shadow Lord, making the journey through Zarkabard, making the journey through Castles of All Baileys, and then into the keep itself. Um, and then we got all the way there, and I said, well, let's give it a shot. And so I fought the Shadow Lord. I did not win, but I came really, really, really close. Um, Much closer than I expected to get, quite honestly, without any preparation. Um, and then, of course, when I came back, I did upgrade a couple pieces of gear, but there's a little more gear I do want to upgrade um, before we go back out there. Um, Only thing really side effect of these technical problems is when I logged in and I started the first stream, I talked to the Moogle, and he was back from vacation, and so here we go. I was going to say it wasn't working again. Um, the Mog safe is now expanded to a total of 70 spots. So it was fantastic to get that done. So I'm glad that that is complete. Everything else seems to be working again now. I was having trouble with my items, but it all looks good. It all looks good now. So I think we're in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and drop off a couple things into the Mog safe while I'm here, just to clear out some room. I do not need these sleep shrooms, but we're going to drop the Prish statue in and go ahead and put that. Some Beastman seals, got some Kindred seals. We got all kinds of goodies that dropped off of demons and everything else. Actually, you know what? I think these beast coins and stuff, I think a lot of these I've got in the other one, in the other mug safe. So let me just pull them back out real quick. Okay, let's see. Did I make any sales? Oh, and the Moogle is already asking for another bed upgrade. Now it wants a noble bed. So I'm probably going to go ahead and pop that, check that real quick. That noble bed should take my Mog safe all the way up to 80, which I think is the max. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and check for the noble bed on the auction house. And then I want to look at improving the equipment a little bit. I don't want to get rid of the crow Jew pot. I want to keep that. But this mantle can go somewhere. This necklace can probably go somewhere. I'm going to check for some earrings. Just to give me just a little boost, right? Noble's bed, there is one on the auction house. Ooh, 110. That's a lot. But the thing is, I can drop it and immediately turn around and sell it. So I think we're going to go ahead and buy it. I'm going to try it for 100. Unable to buy for 110. Somebody's being extra greedy here. Unable to buy for 120. Yeah, we're not doing more than that. They can keep it for that. Okay. I am not going to reward greed of that level. Not going to do it. All right, so let's see. Actually, let's take a peek here. No. Let me go here and check and see if there's any mantles for level 55 or even level 50, perhaps. Let's just take a look. Equipment, level 50. So I'm looking for a back piece. All these are shields. Right, nothing there. Let's check level 50-ish. Weapons. More weapons. Oh, we're into the armor now. Nothing here. Let's go check our buddy over here. A collar. Strength +1, evasion 2. It might not be a bad one. Can't wear it though. Can't wear that one. As a thief. Royal Knight's Cloak. Cannot equip headgear. No, I'm not doing that. Robe shield. Oh, nothing good here either. Okay. Let's check the auction house just to see. Again, looking for a neck piece and a back piece. Eh. I like that. Evasion 5. It's not bad. Dodge cape, huh? Defense 4. Defense 6. $20K. I'll take it. I like that. Right, let's look at some earrings.
Joshua 3285 said watched you 2 days ago for the first time, made me decide to play again lol. I'm also on Bismarck.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Bismarck. Yeah, Bismarck's an odd server. It's smaller than a lot of people like, but I enjoy it. Feel free to send a friend request. I'm happy to team up. And it's always good to know that people are coming back. I was gone from the game for quite a long time. And I've totally gotten sucked back in. Oof, no. Interesting stuff, but all right. Think we're going to give it a shot. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. So I'm probably not going to show the whole cutscene again since that was in a previous stream. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I should, because if this is the stream where we kill him, then the story will be somewhat relevant. I won't talk over it, though. How about that?
At Joshua 3285 said, "Are you trying to solo Shadow Lord?"
So yeah, that's the plan with trusts. Of course, I'm not opposed to having someone else along with me, but I'm capped at level 55 right now, and that's kind of where I want to keep it. Um, I don't want to steamroll him. I do want a little bit of a challenge, right? Even though originally at launch, uh, 50 was the original cap in Japan, and so the Shadow Lord was designed to be challenged at level 50. I have no problem with people that do steamroll him, but for the sake of this playthrough, I want a little bit of the challenge there. I don't want to just 1, 2, 3, kill him and be done. And I've actually only got 3 trusts. I haven't gone through Rhapsodies to unlock more just yet, because I don't want to go to Norg until I've finished the Shadow Lord. I'm weird. I'm a weird guy. Okay, so no cutscene because we already saw it. So if you want to see the cutscene leading up to this, you'll want to go to the last stream and watch. Let's pick these. Let's pick these guys. Vanilla for sure. Let's just try it with the party I tried it with last time. Because, man, I was like this close. And I've got slightly better gear this time. And I think I know where I messed up last time. I think I know where I messed up last time. I'm going to go for a berserk here. So we're whittling him down little by little. I feel like it's already going better than it did last time. Okay, this is where it starts to get a little iffy. right, here we go. This is where it really gets stanky, right around here. Last time I went and used the ability that decreases my offense but increases my defense. And I think that's really where I messed up. So my attacks are hitting him for 0. And I think this is where the magic attacks work, but the physical attacks don't so much. So yeah, he's being hit for 0. So he's got an ability that's nullifying physical attacks. I don't remember the strategy. All right, here we go. We've beat through it. All right, so we're hitting him again. We're hitting him again. All right, it's perfect dodge time. And if I can just whittle him down.
At Joshua 3285. Said easy peasy. You got this.
This is sort of where it went last time, and then it got to the point where my attacks were landing for 0 again. Ah, my sneak attack's gonna land. It won't land because he's focused on me. Yep, now he's gonna get me. He's gonna take me. Not quite there yet. Ah. So I'm gonna have to rethink this. I'm gonna research this fight a little bit more and see what's going on with that ability. Let's see. Let's see. Shadow Lord. Okay, starting from approximately 50% health, the Shadow Lord will become immune to either physical or magical attacks. The immunity switches after it takes a certain amount of damage. The current immunity is indicated by the Shadow Lord's stance or behavior and will end upon the defeat of the first form. It is immune to physical attacks when the sword is glowing and it is attacking physically. It is immune to magic when it is holding out a glowing fist and attacking only with magic. So I wonder if I should sort of break the convention and go with a... No, we're not going to do that. Not going to do that. Let's see. Second form, we'll use implosion continuously. Okay. Convention online is saying that I should not be able to beat him with what I'm going in as. I don't know, though. I think I can do it. Let's try some different trusts. I'm not going to have my perfect dodge, so that's the only thing. Oops, did I go the wrong way? No, right? Where am I at? You know, I'm going the right way. One second. There we go. All right, let's try something just a little different. I'm going to keep him. And I think I'm going to keep my healer. But I think we're going to change up. I don't know. I'm going to need... If he goes invulnerable, I'm still going to need... Let's see. The problem is doing this with just 4. That's the problem. Let's just see if we can do any different like this. And I'm going to save the Berserk towards later in the fight. If this doesn't work, I may need to recruit some actual friends to help out. So I'm going to save my weapon skill too. We're going to hold on that.
At Joshua 3285 said I have a summoner I could assist with, as long as it'll level sync down.
So yeah, we could probably do that. Level sync will work. Let's see how this goes. Alright, I'm about to go ahead and weapon skill. Alright, so the problem is the white mage is running out of steam. This one's actually taking longer. Alright, so he's now doing the immune to physical attacks, and the only way to really get through it is to cause a certain amount of damage. Once it's reset limit, I think he switches back. So it's just, we gotta tank through it. And this is where the healing becomes a problem. We're hanging in. Weapon's still glowing. So I think this may not work at all without black magic. I think we're going to be stuck in this loop right here. Yeah, because he's taking no more. Yep, black magic is a must. I thought, even though he's taking 0 hit points of damage, I thought if we generated a certain amount, it would break that limit and he would switch back, but that's not the case. He's actually got to take the damage before he'll switch forms. Yeah, we're stuck here. Okay. We just have to let him start chopping away at him so we can end the fight. Alright, it'll only be a second now. Leveling that parrying skill. Alright. Alright, so Josh, well, yeah, if you want to go, if you want to team up, we can. I assume on the character you're talking about, you've got the home point and all of that. Otherwise, we'll have to walk it, which might take a little while. But it's totally up to you. Woohoo! Let me also get a little special food out of the Mog House here. Yeah, the physical and magical immunity. You've having both types, offensive.
At Joshua 3285. Said I honestly cannot remember. Gotta check.
No worries. Appreciate your offer to help. All right, I've got some good stuff here. This anchovy pizza is really good. My good friend Yuchin sent this to me. We might actually put this into play. I think I might have something else too. Let's see. I think I ate the rest of it already. I think I might have used the other stuff he sent. Yes, because I do not see it here. Okay. So I think I saw your character in Sandoria. Oh my. Oh, there you are, actually. Nice, nice. I don't even remember how to invite somebody anymore. Good Lord, I don't remember the syntax. I haven't used this party ability probably since 2013. Oh, wow, there's alarm types now. Nice. I don't remember that. Get place solo auto group. Had to use the survival guide to tell you. Yeah. You've got a little ways to go if you're going to have to go through the castle.
At Joshua 3285 said I had to use the survival guide to Telly.
Oh, no, no, no. I think actually I need to cancel that request because if I'm going to use my trusts, I think I've got to be the... Not sure what this stop request is. What is that? FFXI party request. I don't remember some of these things being here. Bum, 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 bum. Well, let's see. How do... I'm not going to do it to him just yet, but I'm trying to remember how to level sync. There it is. Okay, I remember that now. So much has changed. Wow. Like, at least I feel like it has. Focus. I don't even know. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, okay. I hate it that you've got to walk all that way through Zaval. So it looks like we may have some more help too. I may have my Japanese friend Yuchin coming to help, perhaps. We'll see. It's kind of exciting to actually be able to do it with real players too. That'll be nice. Sort of creates that original Final Fantasy XI experience. Boom, 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 boom. I feel so bad for Percival. He's got to walk all this way. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So weird to go to find member and not see anybody seeking. Doom, 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 doom. Yuchin here will make short work of the Shadow Lord, I fear. Even with level sync. And I think you can still do trust, right? I think so, yeah. This waiting is really reminiscent of the old days. So I think about the auto translate feature that's in Final Fantasy 11, and how even though it's rudimentary, it worked in its time. And then I think about today's technology and AI translation and things like that, and I think about how future games, future MMOs might want to incorporate that technology, because how great would it be if, as an English player, I could type in English, but Japanese players, instead of seeing any type of translation layer at all, how awesome would it be if the client just translated that text into their language automatically without any prompting on their end, or without any sort of action needed on their part? It just happened. That would be amazing. I appear to be completely stuck. You guys go ahead and start. This is madness. Boom, 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 boom. Accidentally drop down to a floor. And there is no way out that I can see. Accidentally drop down to a floor. In Castles of All, Bailey's? I can't think of any drops. Now I'm curious. Hmm. Boom, boom. There are 4 sets of stairs. It looks like a teleport pad or something, but I can't select. Ah, 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 ah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. All right. So Percival should be joining us here in just a second. Let's see. Hmm. Oh my. So sorry for the trouble that we're running into. I'm not really sure what the issue is with the level sync. Hmm. No, no, it's no trouble. I don't know what the party, it says one or more party members are currently under the effect of a status which prevents synchronization. And I'm not sure what that status would be. Unless maybe it had something to do with Yuchin being at a master level, perhaps? I don't know. Very strange, very strange. Very frustrating. Hmm. All right. Well, I guess we'll try it like this, I suppose. We'll see if this works. I'll teleport out, we'll try to sync, and then we'll come back. Maybe that'll work. I thought there was a book here. There's always going to be some kind of wrench thrown into the works, it seems like. But maybe we're on the right path now. Okay. So we have a little, some minor communication issues, language barrier here. But I'm not sure if Yuchin is saying he is going to attend the fight, but only as a bard and just sing support, or if he's saying he is just not even coming. I'm not sure what he's saying. Okay, I got him. Okay. Understood. He's here. I still think this might not work because I feel like as soon as we go in, it's going to do the same thing again. I fear. Either way, I think we'll just roll with it. We'll see. Unable to participate because certain members are restricted. I turn level sync off. What is the deal? Hmm. There it goes. No, it'll be fine. It's just weird that there's these restrictions on it. I find that very strange. So what are we looking at here? Already stop request. Stop. Golly, okay. Member list. We've got a thief, a warrior, summoner, white mage, bard, white mage. Okay. So I see. Such a cheesy way to have to do it. I wonder why they don't let you sync in the BCNM. I mean, I understand it's a restriction of you're under the level restriction from the fight. Perhaps they couldn't remove that. I don't really know. That's very unusual. I feel like level sync should be designed to work a different way. I don't know. Well, there he falls. Very strange. The machinations, the inner workings of the game are still a mystery to me in some respects. Why they would have those restrictions and not have them, and it's very unusual. I need to actually sit down and do research on these rules when it comes to level sync and things like that. All right, so the second phase is here. And that was easy. Shadow Lord says, "No, it is not over yet. I told you, even death cannot stop my revenge. I will not fall. I will keep coming back until the fires of wrath consume me." Seed addresses him by his real name. Ryogrim, stop, listen to me. It is over. Ryogrim. No, that is not my name. I am the Shadow Lord. You are no such thing. Search your memories for your true self. You are Ryogrim, the Galka's greatest swordsman. Shadow Lord. It's like he's recalling. He remembers Cornelia. The original Cornelia. I am Ryogrim. And there is the body of Ryogrim. Z, do you remember? Yes, I do now. Ryogrim, it's good to have you back. How has all this come to be? As you know, I was the tailkeeper of the Galka, the keeper of our race's memories. But there was so much pain, so much anger. I let myself become trapped in the dark abyss of swirling rage and madness. People are capable of kindness beyond angels, yet we also commit sins that would put a demon to shame. We all stand precariously on the edge between darkness and light, and when we fall, we are greeted by only madness and chaos. And so I have fallen. There was no salvation for me. The Ryogrim who you once knew is gone forever. I expect no forgiveness for what I have done. But and Lion leads everybody out. My true self died 30 years ago. All that remains is this empty shell. Cornelia, finally, we may meet again. Kind of tragic, really. In a very Final Fantasy way. Yuchin says, it seems you can't sink in areas marked with a yellow icon. Yeah, that appears to be the case. Very unusual choice by Square Enix's, on Square Enix's part, I'd say. But there might be a technical reason why. The level restrictions existed in the game before level sync, so maybe they conflict in some way. And so the Shadow Lord was defeated, and thanks to Roenja's selfless courage and sacrifice, through the clouds shine a symbol of newfound hope for the people of Vana'diel. But none should forget that wherever there is light, there is always shadow. The legend goes on to say, from the darkest depths of the earth, the warriors of Crystal rose. So I guess that's goodbye for now. I hear they've started flights to the Outlands. If you ever get your hands on an airship pass for Kazum, come see me in Norg sometime. I'll be seeing you in Jabai. Zeed says, I too feel our paths may cross again. Until then, I wish you farewell. And I have the Shadow Fragment key item that indicates the quest is complete. So, Lion's mention of the airship pass for Kazum, that's a big clue as to what to do when you start the Rise of the Xylart mission quest. Let's take a look at that cool key item. A small part of the Shadow Lord's body that emanates some of his dark aura. And well, as imperfect as that fight was because of our level sync issues and our level imbalancing issues, You get the idea. At level 50, that fight was a beast, even with a full party. It required a lot of, strategy, because when he shifts from his immunities, physical immunities to magic immunities, you had to attack him accordingly. I don't know why our party members seem to be stuck in the throne room. Yuchin, I think it's because I skipped the event scene. Yeah, having to fight it a second time would have been rough. Oh, I see. I see. All right, so let's see. Where do we turn this in? I'm assuming we go and talk to Halver. Oh, man. So, Joshua, thank you for your help. I appreciate it. You'll have to tell me a little bit more about the link shell that you're in. Roenja, I knew you were the one for the job, but don't rest on your laurels. With the success of this last mission, I formally bestow upon you mission rank 6. The terror of the Shadow Lord is past, but Venediel is never at rest, and our kingdom needs you to watch over it. Vigilance always. Go, Roninja, his majesty awaits. Okay. Well, let's see what the king has to say. Trion has spoken to me about you. At long last we meet, Roninja. I commend you for putting an end to the Shadow Lord. You have fulfilled my expectations. No, you surpassed them. For that, we thank you. May you continue to serve the motherland. Thanks to you, the Shadow Lord's return was nipped in the bud. We are all in your debt, especially in light of my elder brother's antics. Father, let us not dwell on the petty details. The Shadow Lord is dead, and our greatest threat is no more. We must return our attention to Sandoria herself. Of course, our nation has fallen ill. Our long struggle with the Beastmen has prevented any recovery from the war. Much like the reign of King Ranperi. Ah, the Dragon King Ranperi. Yes, our great ancestor. But that king pulled our kingdom from the brink and brought Sandoria again to greatness. Cladeg says, truly a legendary feat. You speak of the treasure of the Dragon King. Yes, the legends speak of King Ranperi and how he used the treasure to save his nation. And where may we find this treasure? If only we knew. This is all but legend, but apparently the king sealed it away somewhere. I cannot fathom why. Many were sent looking for it, but none succeeded. Perhaps now is the time we must find it and break the barrier that protects it. Rowinja, should you uncover any news of Ranperi's treasure, report it to us at once. Father, I urge you to send expeditions to every corner of Vanadiel. Now, just a moment, Treon. Why would we wander in darkness when the Papsquay may still illuminate us? I have faith that soon he will find some clue for us. My own life is waning. I must solve this mystery while I still breathe. When that time comes, your assistance will be needed by us all. Do not let us down. But a princess says, when we first met you, you were but a fledgling adventurer. Now you are the paragon of virtue. May you continue to strive for the greatness of our nation. Our prayers are with you. King Destin, that is all for today. Go rest, and soon enough we may call upon you again. So it is at this point that the original version of Final Fantasy XI sort of ended. The nation missions technically are part of the base game, even though Rank 6 and beyond didn't come out until the first expansion. So the content that I feel like I'm going to tackle next is going to be the nation missions alongside the Rise of the Xylart missions, alongside, the new jobs and everything else that come along with it. So we're going to have a lot of content to keep going through. So there's still a lot of preparation in order to do what's next. My plan of attack is this. The next couple streams I do, I want to go ahead and work on the Gobby bag, right? I want to go ahead and work on breaking my level up to level 60. I want to work on the Rise of the Xylart jobs, getting those unlocked. you know, obviously it should become clear that I sort of want to play the game in a progression sort of way. It's not possible to do that exactly. It's just not. Um, but that's sort of what I want to do. Um, the next thing I think that we are actually going to do, though, however, is we're going to go to Norg and visit these Xylart zones. And the original way of doing that was by farming Chasm keys, unlocking the Chasm airship quest, and flying to Kazam, and then going to Norg that way. Of course, now with Rhapsodies of Enadiel, the game simply wants me to go to Selbina and take a ship to Norg. I feel like I'm probably going to do a combination of the two. I want the airship to Kazam, so we're going to farm the keys. But I think I'm still going to take the boat in Selbina to get to Norg. That way, we can continue with the Rhapsodies of Enadiel quests and unlock things like Curio Moogle, unlock things like, you know, being able to summon more trusts and all of that. Trusts are actually something we want to go ahead and take a look at now. I think I can get some new ones. Oops. Looking forward to playing with you in the future. Oh. Did he go offline? Looks like it. Oh well. Joshua, if you're still watching, definitely look forward to playing with you in the future. So with that in mind, let's take a look. Because I do think there's a handful of new trusts that I can unlock at this point. Let's see, let's see. This also unlocks Dynamis and original endgame content. So I've got to spend some time and think about how we all want to do it. Just going to see what trusts I might be able to unlock here. I think I can get Prince Treon now. So perhaps we'll go talk to him. Let's just see. Actually, no. I can go straight to the chateau. Right? No, maybe not. I thought there was a home point in the chateau, but I guess not. Let's go to Treon's quarters and let's see if we can unlock him. I think we can. And actually, I think I can go to the other 3 nations and unlock their advanced trusts as well. You need to say no more. A Sandoria trustman has found its way into your possession, has it not? Some of this dialogue is great. It would be unseemly for one of loyal lineage to be seen under the employ of one who spends weeks on end defecating in the woods. Very nice. I think we should collect the other ones. I believe I can now get Shantoto, maybe? Let's see. We'll see who we have. I'm sure I can get the base Shantoto, which really isn't nearly as good as the one that I've got. But we'll get it anyways. Let's see, what trust do I have? I forget. I have Kupipi Nanamingo from Windurst. All right. So yeah, there's 2 I think I can pick up in Windurst. Let's go ahead and grab those. Oh, no, 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 no. I was looking on the map wrong. I went the wrong way. I was like basically right where I needed to be. Okay, I don't see the person I'm looking for. Here we are. Okay. So now I actually have to go to Bastock and do the one for Volker, I believe. Oops, I keep going the wrong way. I'm going to gather these trusts before I end the stream. This is another one I can collect too, I think. But it's not ready yet. I'm looking for Lucius. Forget where he's at. Let's see. Lucius. J9. Oh, at the consulate, huh? Doesn't make any sense. J9. Let's see. J9. Consulate of Sandoria. Oh, no, I don't see this person. There he is. All right, we're going to gather these trusts. Very nice. All right, now I think I can actually run over there and get Iron Eater. And then I should be able to go to Windurst and get Shentoto. And that should be all of them.